podcast. I'm Iconoclastic.
And I am your host, Dick Taco. Why are you yelling like you're down during Hurricane Katrina doing a report? You're about to get blown off.
I know, it fucking looks like Hurricane Katrina outside.
I know, it's finally, the snow's finally, the flakes are getting smaller. I've been outside twice already shoveling. So,
I haven't. I've been inside all day. I only woke up at 1.
I'm watching the J Crown tournament from 1996 on my computer right now, so I'm up to
It's crazy, brother.
Ultimo Dragon. Oh, he just beat Liger, and Suzuki won the first match. Suzuki ultimately wins the whole thing, but
Suzuki who?
Great Suzuki. Great Sasuke, whatever you want to call him. I mean, depending on, yeah.
It's Sasuke, not Suzuki.
Yeah, but we Americans say Suzuki, you know.
Okay, well, some of us that are more familiar with the Japanese language know how to actually say it.
That's true, because it's Suzuki, the car is Suzuki. You don't call it the Sasuke Samurai 4x4. But anyway.
It's crazy, brother.
Let's get into the news here. We got a lot of it.
Show last week.
Yeah, we got to do. We'll get the WWE shit out of the way. I mean, we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to take care of some business as we go through it because some of this might not be relevant anymore. But sure, we can work it in. WWE not allowing establishments within 50 miles of Vegas to be able to broadcast WrestleMania 42 in order to drive up ticket sales. What do you think about that?
That shows they're fucking desperate.
Well, remember they started doing it for the independent shows when there was more indies. They started saying
anything. They'll do anything but lower the ticket prices.
I know. I was reading on Reddit the other day. Somebody was talking about the TKO era is all about maximizing profit. Has nothing to do with the fans, nothing to do with anything other than them making profit. It's a whole different kind of mindset.
Yeah. God, I can't believe, as absolutely terrible as a person as Vince was, at least he had some kind of concern for the business.
Yeah, I mean, he knew more about it because he was around it. You know, these people just buy stuff and say, hey, hope it makes money, and I'm like, Jesus Christ. But, I mean, and you also look at it. You remember when we were going to go in Philly 2 years ago? It was like the prices were fucking ridiculous. The only reason Phil went is because he got a free ticket. He would have never paid. He got those awesome video shots for us, too. They were great. Because he was up in, far away from the stage, the opposite side. But Braun Breaker to undergo hernia surgery. This is really fucking stupid. That whole thing where he flipped the announce table during the segment with Adam Pearce. Now he's going to miss WrestleMania. Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot. I mean, when are these guys going to learn? I never seen wrestlers get hurt so much as I do today.
I wonder why.
And WWE, well, no, I understand it in AEW when they do some of that crazy shit. But WWE is so soft. Unlike some of these guys. I watched Sami Zayn do that exploder one time, and he barely fucking threw the guy. I'm like, Jesus, you couldn't break an egg with your fist. Like, I don't know. As of 2-9, Jade Cargill was 100 days as champion with 0 defenses. Now, she did have one.
She has defended it against Jordynne Grace, but the match was apparently terrible.
I'm sure it was. Jordynne Grace don't do nothing for me either. I mean, she's better. From what I've seen of her, she's better than Jade. But that's like saying, but what is it you always say? That's like making a choice between, what's worse, vomit or diarrhea?
10 pounds of shit in a 5-pound bag.
Yep. You're like about 185 pounds of chewed bubblegum pile. A lot of negativity towards Triple H for changing the WrestleMania 42 plans last minute. Like Vince, he often does this. That's per Figure 4 Wrestling Online.
Well, he's so obsessed with working the fans. You enjoying the show? Enjoying the show?
But how much has he done so far? Like, the only way he's worked the fans, really, is Punk coming back.
That whole fucking R-Truth segment. Like, that whole R-Truth debacle.
Yeah, but you know what?
Enjoyed the show?
I didn't give a fuck about that. That was a waste of time. The Seth Rollins thing was awesome.
Yeah, but Triple H feels so smug about it. It's like he thinks it makes him some kind of genius. And also the fact he puts himself front and center in all the fucking advertising when he doesn't do anything.
No, I mean, Vince never did that.
No, but like in the WrestleMania poster, have you seen the WrestleMania poster?
Yeah, where
they're
all in
all
Vegas.
sitting at the poker table.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know who's right front and center?
Triple H.
Triple H.
Well, he's not a character on the show anymore. It's not like he was with the Authority. He even uses his real name. It makes no sense.
Along with Cody Rhodes and along with Cody, Roman, Punk, and Brock.
Yeah, and Brock looks like he's about ready to go on a Columbine shootout wearing that fucking duster. He looks so out of place. You could tell he doesn't go out in public that much. But
that's crazy, brother.
Yeah, but I don't understand it. I mean, Vince used to always do the voiceovers and stuff like that and introduce the show. Like Vince introduced WrestleMania 3 because that was like the biggest show in the world at the time. But I don't know. I don't understand putting yourself front and center. You do a disservice to your talent that way. You should be pushing them, not yourself. Especially when he's not a character on the show anymore. When it was him and Stephanie with the Authority, I could at least understand it. But not now. Nope.
Well, also, weren't the Authority like the main heel faction?
That's what I mean. At least they were on the show. Like, he's just sitting in Gorilla all day running the show, which is fine. But, like, Tony Khan has learned to not put himself on TV. I'll give him that. He tried it. And, you know, after the Young Bucks thing, I mean, I think that was it. Because not only did he not know how to sell, God, was that lame.
The best was when he was on the ground and then everybody came out. And, like, Shad Khan was standing there like he was so confused.
Oh, my God. That was, like, one of the greatest shots ever of his face. He's like, is this what you're doing with my billions of dollars, you little fucking prick? Speaking of AEW, let's talk about this a little bit. AJ Styles' contract has indeed expired since the Rumble. No new deal yet, even though Styles has expressed interest in still wrestling. God, I would love to see him go there.
So would I.
I mean, think about the dream matches. You have him and Ospreay, right?
Yeah.
Which I am very much looking forward to him coming back. I have to tell you that right now. I'm very much looking forward to that.
He's probably coming back at Revolution in March.
Because now is the time. You could have him versus Swerve. They had a tag team a little bit ago, right? At All In Texas. They formed that makeshift team.
Yeah, it was against the Bucks. That's when the Bucks became the Broke Bucks.
Yeah, which that was good. And then he went and took his and got his surgery. But no, he could do so much. He has to be the face going forward. He has to be the guy to dethrone MJF, I think. Nothing else will do. You agree?
Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother.
I mean, can you think of anybody else that you could work? I mean, besides another Hangman program.
No, I mean, well, I think like, the thing is that there are so many people in AEW where, with the right presentation, I feel like you can make them, a credible main eventer.
Yeah, like who? Like, give me a for instance.
Like even somebody like Claudio.
Yeah, well, Claudio can wrestle. And he's a legit world champion right now, too, even though it's Mexico. But
what do you mean, even though it's Mexico?
Because it's a world champion on somebody else's show. It never holds enough water for me. Like Joe Hendry going to WrestleMania or the Royal Rumble as a TNA champion. It never looks as big. Like, I don't even know how you can call it a world title when you have a world title. Like, when WCW got bought, they were just the WCW champion. They didn't call him the world champion anymore because you don't want to devalue your own title. And then they went up just calling it the world championship, and then Jericho. Of all the people to be the first unified world champion since fucking Lou Thesz, Chris Jericho. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know a lot of people didn't like that.
I didn't understand it. But you could see the setup to it. I wasn't watching it much then, but you're like, he's out of place in there. I wonder why. Because it's Austin and The Rock, the two biggest names of the last, 5 years at the time. What was that? Vengeance 01, yeah. Because Jericho lost it. The second one was Triple H, yeah. Shocker.
Right, when did Triple H start dating Stephanie?
Oh, I think in like maybe 99 or 2000. They got married in 2003, I think.
Well, that's when he started getting his push, right?
No. He was already doing good with DX before he got her. I mean,
yeah, but he wasn't a main eventer.
No, he started getting his push in 99. He wins the title. He's in the three-way with Mankind and Stone Cold at SummerSlam 99 with Jesse Ventura as the referee. And he loses that. What's that?
Jesse was the fucking referee.
Yeah, because he was the governor of Minnesota at the time. And but Mankind wins it, which was surprising. Austin comes out. That was the first night he wore 2 knee braces. You're like, oh, this don't look good. Fucking Forrest Gump coming out here now. But Mankind wins it and then loses it the next night to Triple H. But I knew Triple H at Backlash when he beat X-Pac. I was like, they're going to push him. I could just tell by what they were doing with the character. I was like, by Survivor Series, he will be champ. I remember telling Phil that.
Yeah. And then nobody else in DX got fucking pushed.
But then he has that great
Billy Gunn got a main event push at one point, didn't he?
Around the same time. He wrestled The Rock at SummerSlam.
Yeah, but then didn't The Rock like cut a promo on him and it like destroyed his whole like
The Rock had a habit of doing that. But you go into 2000.
He was like, "Who
are you?" to Booker T. But he waited like for Booker T to say his whole thing and then shit all over him. But no, Triple H though after 99 going into 2000 with the shit with Cactus Jack with the fucking death match at Royal Rumble 2000, and they had a Hell in a Cell where Mick again got backdropped through the fucking cage. Like, he didn't almost kill himself, good enough, I guess, in 98. He wanted to try it again. But,
yeah, brother.
All right, let's get back to the news here. How about Jey Uso botching more shit on the 2-9 Raw? He pulled up...
Of course he fucking did. Botch Uso.
I can't, but it's so bad. How can you continue to put this guy on TV when he looks like Big Bear Collie?
Who's Big Bear Collie?
Big Bear Collie, that fucking jobber, NWA Saturday morning. You told me about.
Yeah, we fucking shit. I sent you that.
Yes, you did. But I'm saying that's what he looks like.
Ron Simmons got so pissed off, he just kept throwing him against the ropes. He just kept making him run back and forth. And then I forget who it was, if it was JR or Shivani was on commentary.
JR was pissing all over him.
He's like, oh, throw him to the outside. That's where he belongs.
Oh, JR shit all over him. He couldn't believe it. But you got to understand, you couldn't give these guys moves. Like, they were there. They were supposed to take a beating. And, like, a lot of these guys used to try to give him moves, like the Sheik, the Iron Sheik. Then get mad when they can't do it, and he beat the shit out of them. It doesn't make any sense. But, yeah, he botches up. He pulls up on a super kick while Big Fat Otis, I know your favorite, was doing the worm. Does he have a drinking problem or something, Uso?
Who?
Uso.
I don't know, but I just know that he fucking missed. I saw that.
Oh, but it ain't the first time. But I'm saying, like, how can you keep putting this guy on television? Because wrestling don't mean shit anymore.
Because he can yeet.
Oh, God. I would, if I was in there in that ring when he was doing it during the Rumble after he did a couple moves, I would have got a chair and I would have fucking laid his ass out.
It just me, Oos. Day one, it just me, Oos.
He's like, there's a guy that should be like Fandango. Here and gone. God, could you take some singing lessons or something? Jesus Christ. WWE, this is a doozy, has filed a trademark for the stable name Birthright. With Lexus King.
Doing that like in NXT, it's going to be Lexus King.
Charlie Dempsey.
It's going to be Charlie Dempsey, supposedly David Finlay, and
I didn't hear that.
Hall.
Well, I have Stax Lorenzo and Ariana Grace, too.
Oh, yeah, Stax, the Italian one.
But what is this? Explain this to me.
They're trying to do like a new evolution.
Oh.
Or no, not like it. No, not Evolution, Legacy.
Oh. Even worse. What was the Samoan guy? Manu the Slender or something? What was his name?
Manu.
It was Manu.
His name was Manu.
They probably did name him after that fat fucking guy from that movie, Necessary Roughness, the big Samoan guard. His name was Manu the Slender. He was this big fat guy. But I don't like... Charlie Dempsey is a legit good wrestler. Because he has to be. He's Steven Regal's son. But Lexus King, when are we going to realize that he's like fucking Pete Rose Jr. when it comes to second generation wrestlers? As far as that goes with baseball. I mean, he stinks.
Pete Rose
Jr. was in his fucking 30s playing for the Double-A Reading Phillies, okay? Even his father was like, he's just not a very good ball player. I mean, you got to give up the ghost. You know what I mean?
He wasn't that good.
What?
He wasn't good enough.
Well, dude, that's a tough act to follow, Pete Rose. He's got the fucking most hits ever, most games played. Nobody's touching those records, dude. He's got like 4,256 hits. Nobody's ever coming close to that.
That's crazy, brother.
Martha Hart thinks Austin faked his neck injury at the hands of Owen at SummerSlam. What the fuck? Why are we
talking about Martha? Yeah, but we're talking about Martha Hart here.
Yeah, she definitely hits the booze. You seen her at that fucking, what was it, Forbidden Door the one year?
No. Well, with everything she's been through, can you really blame her?
No, but I mean, she went through all this stuff, became a doctor, all that shit, and now she's just like white girl wasted at all these things. It's horrible.
White girl wasted? What is that?
Like, I love you! When they go to like brunch and they drink mimosas, like, you know what I'm talking about. Current ticket sales for WrestleMania 2 are already well below expectations. Good. Good. That's all I got to say. And Obafemi and Brock are being discussed, as also is Brock versus LA Knight. I got in an argument the other day with somebody.
Oh, God. Brock versus LA Knight. Who the fuck wants to see that?
I said something the other night on Reddit to somebody. They were like,
it's going to be like a 5-minute squash match. You might as well put Brock up against fucking Tony DePrato.
Why? Or the Italian Stallion. Or Salvatore Balolo.
No, but Salvatore Balolo actually had a lot of matches.
Yeah, because he sucked. He was up there getting his ass beat. I don't think he ever won a match in ECW.
He had more ECW matches, though, than Dean Malenko, Eddie Guerrero, Rey Mysterio, and Benoit.
Yeah, but I told you, he was a jobber when I was a kid. He was already old by that point.
Salvatore Balolo!
He would come out like a Roman, remember? He would wear like the Roman helmet and shit, and like the look like he's in 300. It was awful.
300? The guys in 300 were Spartans. They were Greeks, not Romans, you fucking idiot.
Oh, close enough. I know. I thought of that when I said it already.
It's not a Roman helmet. If there's a piece of armor going down the center of his face, covering his nose, that's Greek. The Roman helmets didn't have any kind of face covering like that. They were circular and they were steel.
So you're telling me, when you do a Roman helmet to a passed out guy, that you shouldn't even call it that then? It's grammatically wrong?
No. It is historically inaccurate to call that a Roman helmet.
So when you pull your pants down on your passed out buddy in college and put your dick down his nose, it should be called a Spartan helmet.
Or Greek.
That's too much. That's too much fucking. That's a mouthful. Oh, I Spartan helmet them. Nah, fucking. Too much. All right.
God, these horrible things that you would do to your friends in college.
I didn't do. I'm not gonna say I never did some of this stuff. I don't think I ever Roman helmeted anyone. This guy Charlie I knew was not Charlie that lived next to me a while, but another Charlie that I met later. He was fucking crazy, dude. Rich white kid. He used to wear a fucking Cadillac logo around his neck, and he had an Escalade. Oh my god! And he had this house. He had a nurse shark in a fucking aquarium in his living room. Thing fucking died when his friend was watching the house. His friend threw it in the bathroom sink. He was crazy. He used to shoot his dog with a fucking BB gun. He was kind of
how many fucking fuck? How do you meet these people?
I don't know. He's the guy I told you about when we were in Bridgeton. He lived in Bridgeton, I think. We stole. Actually, I wasn't there when they did it. They stole a soda machine from a hotel, but drug it back to his house on a riding mower. So it took like fucking 3 hours. But they carried it down to the basement and tripped it so you had to put money in it and filled it up with beer. I remember going in there, they had Pabst Blue Ribbon and it was disgusting. Kevin got stuck there for like a week in a snowstorm one time.
What's Pabst Blue Ribbon?
Some of the most disgusting beer you could ever drink in your life. It's worse out of a keg. All right, something tied to the real world news. Ashley Mazzaro mentioned in the Epstein files by a friend.
Oh, wow.
Said her and Mazzaro worked for Epstein and had been to the island, and Mazzaro got pregnant in high school. Said they saw things. Go ahead.
Because I remember one thing I was reading about, like people were asking online, and I automatically thought about the answer to this. And someone on Reddit already said it. That like people are like I'm shocked Vince isn't mentioned in the Epstein files anywhere. And I had a bunch of other people who were like, he had no reason to. He kept all his rape in house.
There you go. But these
he didn't need to go to Epstein.
Did you read this stuff? A little aside here. Did you read this stuff about Elon Musk sending him the emails about what night is your wildest parties? He totally sounded like a fucking cop. Like he was trying to get information. What a fucking dork is all I gotta say. But the two girls
sounded like a cop.
I know, like you could see him dancing over to him at the party, like, so where do you keep your teenage sex slaves? Like something like that.
So, how much heroin is being kept here, Bobby Briggs?
Where do you get your heroin? I mean, who do you get it from? I mean, what? I didn't say that. But the two girls said they saw things like a dead girl in a mask left tied to a tree, and a certain famous person that liked to watch the friend fuck black guys. Could that be Vince?
You need your panties ripped off and 3 big black dicks in all 3 holes at the same time. Way up your pussy and way up your ass as far as they will go, but even farther. And the thickest cock goes down your throat so it makes you gag and convulse as those big black cocks pound away. It feels like from the start you're being assaulted, but it's made you come non-stop. Just one continuous constant orgasm, and just before you pass out, those big black dicks squirt their loads of cum inside you. As you lay on your stomach, the cum is coming out of all your holes. I'll turn you over and jack off all over.
Vince, I told you, Vince is not involved here. Vince had no reason to go to these places. He had a whole company that was basically constructed to satiate his sexual deviancy.
I can only imagine what happened in the 80s that never got out because, well, from what I hear in the 80s, Linda McMahon was like the human resources department, and it was just like a big boys club there. God knows what they were doing.
I was reading this thing that supposedly, like, guys would, like, roofie each other as, like, a joke in the 80s and 90s.
Possibly. They almost killed. They gave, the plane ride from hell, they gave fucking, or I don't know.
I thought that, I don't think that they drugged Scott Hall. I just think that he took in Halcyon.
Yeah, you're right. I was stopping myself there. But they used to Halcyon guys all the time. I don't know
why. Kurt Hennig would do it.
Oh, Kurt Hennig was like the biggest asshole, dude. Back from the AWA. Cutting people's axles in their car. WCW hiding under the ring, saying, oh, I don't have to be under here. And then leaving the guys under there after he shit in a bag and left it there. Oh, my God. Like, I would have murdered him.
10 pounds of shit in 5. Well, also, he's the one. Isn't he the one on the plane ride from hell who puts like shaving cream on Brock's head? Or is that or he does it to Bob Holly?
Somebody did it to Bob Holly. Kurt Hennig and Brock Lesnar got in a wrestling match and almost knocked the door open while they were in the air.
Yeah, it would have killed them all. It would have killed all of them.
Yeah, maybe the world would have been better. But they cut Hennig after that, and he wound up dying. He died the next year.
I was actually reading something about that. Someone posed this question on Reddit of like, what would have happened if like Flair got fired for what he did on the plane ride from hell? And people were saying that like there is a like that if that happened, it's more likely than not that Flair would have been like the big main event star of like TNA at the beginning.
Yeah, because he could still. I mean, he wrestled for another 6 years. They did Evolution. Coincidentally, too, that's the last pay-per-view they were coming back from with the WWF logo attached to it. That Rebellion or whatever it was. That's what they were coming back from in England. You say something.
How big was?
Good.
Like, how big was that fucking plane? Because JR tells these stories like they were all sitting in the front and that they had no idea what was happening in the back. Like, how big was that plane?
I don't know. They had their own jet, so who knows at that point.
This is back when they could get private flights.
Yeah, before wrestlers ruined everything for, the whole airways and rent-a-cars and all that other shit.
Oh, yeah, speaking of planes, I need you to watch a video before we do it. I should have sent this to you. Have you ever seen the thing for Being the Elite where Cody gets possessed?
No, I'm afraid to be honest.
Where he gets the money shakes and he talks and it's just him talking about the WWF. It's from like 2017.
No, I have to look it up.
It's fucking hilarious. He's like, Stone Cold Steve Austin has won the Royal Rumble 3 times. Harold, your mansion was made.
I'll have to go watch that. It doesn't sound interesting at all.
Hey, dude, they have to bring Christopher Daniels in to do an exorcism, and he dresses up like the fallen angel.
So how is that any different from Dr. Stevie Richards and that stupid shit, then?
No, because this wasn't actually on the show. This was their web show that they used to do every week, where they would post stuff when they were on the Indies and in New Japan still.
Oh, okay. I thought we were talking AEW.
No. This is before AEW. That's the thing. Cody doesn't have the neck tattoo.
Okay. You still have the dark hair, too?
No. He's got blonde hair, but it looks better.
Yeah, now it just looks like when I dyed my hair in 1997 with the punky color.
Isn't that when you dyed your hair right before you had to go to court once?
It was the day before I had to go to court for a traffic accident that I caused, that your grandmother had a friend whose husband, she worked with somebody whose husband was a cop, was going to get me out of it, and I hadn't been home in days, and I came home with blonde hair. Don't you remember the New Year's Day I got her to admit she beat the shit out of me with a suit hanger that morning?
No. That's crazy, brother.
Don't you remember that, though? She actually admitted it because she's like, because you're an asshole and you deserved it. I'm like, yep. I said, I never said I didn't.
Doing in this closet when I told you.
But you were talking about David.
And they never say die.
David Finlay, you were talking about. What are you saying?
It's a song that they play in the video. They never give up and they never say die. What if the foe on the battle will cry?
Sounds like G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe!
Never give up, never say die, walking tall with banners high. That's the movie, remember? Cobra.
Sound the battle cry.
Yo, Joe! Yo, Joe!
G.I. Joe!
American hero.
G.I. Joe said, G.I. Joe!
All right, enough. Let me fucking speak the next news line here. You were talking about David Finlay earlier?
Luke Alpine!
Stop it. Yole how, yole. Oh, yeah.
The best is when he calls the rock slide.
Oh, yeah, he does it. Every episode they highlighted them on, like when they meet Quick Kick, the fucking Asian guy, who runs around in the snow with no shirt on, sweatpants, bare feet, and this bandolier with fucking Chinese stars in it that he never used. All right. David Finlay, you were talking about earlier? He signed it with WWE per Meltzer.
Supposedly, him and Evil, where Evil can become devious.
Evil. Slightly grouchy, they're going to call him. He's going to come out of the box on an Elimination Chamber.
Devious, or what's another good word? We were talking about this at dinner last night.
Cantankerous or something shit like that. I don't know. Evil. Crabby. Grumpy. We'll call him something like that. Bad guy.
Like the seventh heel. His name's just going to be Heel.
Hey, it's coming, dude. All right. What are your favorites and mine? Not. Royce Keys. Dark matches.
Keys!
Royce.
I love Royce Keith.
Yeah, I know.
love
You've always
Royce
liked
Keith.
him, but they put him on main event, and I wrote AEW and WWE are only signing each other's people to play keep away. It does nothing.
That's not true. That's not true with AEW.
Okay, who'd they sign from WWE that they're doing anything good with? Where's the Hurt Syndicate right now?
Yeah, Bobby's injured. Shelton's taking a break.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. They're not doing anything with him. Shelton's taking a break. Shelton could still be wrestling.
Maybe he wants to take a break.
I don't know. But I'm just saying, it looks like that.
Ricochet's getting booked well. Ciampa's getting booked well.
Who?
Ciampa. Tommaso Ciampa.
Yeah, he won the title and lost the title. Let's see where he is in a month.
Yeah, he had some great fucking matches. He defended it like every fucking show.
He is fucking old. He is old. His last high level was Ring of Honor more than 10 fucking years ago. Royce Keys also says that he will be in the Hall of Fame and wants a backstage role when he hangs it up. Pretty lofty goals for a guy who seemingly already ran out of gas and is now on main event. He's over there with Rusev. You don't get off main event, though. That's the problem.
It's like they did a match between El Grande Americano 2 and 3, who is...
Jesus fucking Christ on the cross.
Who are the Brawling Brutes.
They're still around?
No, not the Brawling Brutes. They're who are they? They're Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate in Under Mass.
Oh,
they had a match with the Motor City Machine Guns. That would have
Quarter Catch Crew.
Style. Yeah, no, New Catch Republic.
That's it. That's it.
Not Catch Crew.
Who's Catch Crew?
That used to be a faction in NXT with
That's
Charlie
right.
Dempsey and
New Catch Republic.
Drew
You're
Gulak.
right. Yeah.
One of your favorites, Drew Gulak.
Oh, the sweatpants string rapist. Remember that shit? Ronda Rousey said something about got him fired for touching her sweatpants string.
Yeah, that was a little weird.
I mean, like, first of all, with that, nobody's hitting on you, Ronda. You got that fucking puss on your face. She's fighting Gina Carano from The Mandalorian. You see that shit?
See that? She's going to fight Gina Carano, that fucking crazy right-winger who got fired from The Mandalorian. That's going to be so fucking funny.
I heard, too, speaking of Ultimate Fighting, you know that highly touted fight they want to have in the summer at the White House that Trump was talking about?
Yeah.
I hear early rumblings because Cain Velasquez just got out of prison. Cain Velasquez versus Brock Lesnar.
There's no fucking way. Brock can't fight.
Oh, you don't think they would do it? Triple H does everything but crawl up Donald Trump's ass and make a little house for his dogs to play in.
Well, how old is Cain Velasquez?
Oh, he's got to be up there. I mean, Brock's like a year or two older than me. Brock's almost fucking 50, dude. But, I mean, I hope not. But, fuck you gonna do? I mean, if they do it, we just got to pray that this nightmare is going to be over in another, 3 years. If he even gets out. If he even leaves office. We'll see.
Fucking Cain Velasquez.
You know why he was in jail, right?
Yeah, he killed...
no, he tried to kill somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know if he actually killed him, but... All right.
He said, molested somebody, or... I don't know.
Yeah, it was like his niece or some shit, yeah. One of your favorites, Heidenreich, now works at Walmart. Can you believe that?
Well, that's what you get when you're a former sex offender.
Michael Cole's probably laughing his ass off.
Well, that's why Michael Cole became a villain. You remember when he became a heel? He was a heel announcer.
That was the worst feud of all time. All time. Where he was in the plastic case at ringside because he was Jerry Lawler. Oh, my God, it was awful.
I always hear how horrible it was that he had a match with Jerry Lawler and you wore the singlet.
They were doing that at the same time they were doing the anonymous Raw general manager. May I have your attention, please? And I just started watching it because me and wife number 2 had gotten together. I hadn't watched it in a while.
And that's like regarded as like one of the worst periods in wrestling history, or at least in WWE history. Bah, bah,
Somebody was talking about 1995 was bad. And I'm like, dude, what about 93 and 94? I mean,
Repo, yeah, you had Repo Man, Big Daddy, Mabel, Men on a Mission.
92, right after WrestleMania 8, up until WrestleMania 10, it starts to get a little better. Like you have the Brett and Owen thing, and Brett and Owen do a cage match at SummerSlam that year. But then they also have the Undertaker versus Undertaker, and the two guys from the Naked Gun looking for him. I mean, so then you take that for what you will. But
the Undertaker versus Underfaker.
I mean, we go from WrestleMania 8, where Hogan leaves for a while, which they said he was retiring, which now you know it had to do with the steroid case. They just sent him packing. Then you have SummerSlam 92, which is a decent show at Wembley, 80,000 people, Savage versus the Warrior, Brett and Davey Boy in the finals for 45 minutes. But the opening match was Money Inc. versus LOD with them. LOD was running this whole story where this dummy from when they were kids, a ventriloquist dummy, Rocco, was brought into it. And they drove out on the bike with the dummy. Because Bobby Heenan goes, the dummy's driving the bike! But it was so awful that Hawk quit right after the show. He wound up. Animal had back surgery, and then Hawk wound up teaming with Kensuke Sasaki as the Hellraisers.
Didn't you tell me that there was one thing where Ric Flair works for this faction? I started thinking about this last night. The Yamazaki Corporation?
Something like that, yeah. It was him, Barry Windham, I think Michael Hayes, Hiro Matsuda managed them, and Woman was in there too. Nancy Benoit.
Nancy Benoit, who was not killed by Chris. Chris was just working his neck out one day.
Whoa! Yeah, that was it. I mean, it happened. Yeah, which we got to talk about. We have to later on in the show. You get to see the world premiere of the trailer for Weekend at Benoit's. That's going to be something. So, we'll go into that. We'll go do an Elimination Chamber preview, then we'll take a break and we'll show you that. We'll come right back. So, Charlotte Flair apparently dating Lucas Nakua, or is it Pakua? I don't know. Some guy from the Rams she's dating. That guy better watch his ass because she's already been married 3 times.
So if you get married a 4th time and then get divorced within, because her and Andrade had that big wedding in Mexico, and then they got divorced. God, she's had more marriages than you.
Yeah, I've only had 2. Just seems like more. And finally, before we get to the Elimination Chamber preview.
You had more than 2. You're on your 3rd one right now, more or less.
Ari Emanuel wants Pat McAfee to be a big movie and TV star. Said he's going to turn him into the next Sylvester Stallone. Are we fucking serious here?
What the fuck is that?
Again, he was a punter. That's it.
Bring this up every fucking time.
Because I don't understand what the fascination.
Every time McAfee fucking comes up, you bring fun. You know, punter.
I don't get it. Like,
you're like, because he was a punter.
Well,
he's automatically
he's nobody. Yeah, he's not even a real football player. We've been through this.
Yes, I know. You told me. You said what my grandfather used to say. They were cheerleaders.
Oh, I can't even tell you some shit he used to say about kickers and punters on the air. Some of the language he used, especially when we were drinking at the Eagles games at the vet. Oh my God, I have to tell you off the air because it might get canceled. All right, I'm up on the Wikipedia page for Elimination Chamber. CM Punk and AJ Lee are on it. Like I care. I think when she's around, she damages him when she's. I think she damages him when she's around, and she sucks. Do you see her fucking interview or what her promos? They're terrible. Holy fucking jumping fucking Jesus, they're bad.
Well, you ever consider the fact that it's a horrible thing when they fucking bring back all these divas like the Bellas? They can't fucking wrestle.
I'd take the Bellas over AJ. AJ can wrestle, but don't have her talk, dude, ever. All right, here's the card.
She
which I never wanted to touch either one of them. Oh, stop it. My stomach's starting to hurt. You can't say that. The men's Elimination Chamber match for an undisputed WWE Champion match at WrestleMania 42 against Drew McIntyre or whoever the champion may be. Randy Orton, LA Knight, Cody Raheem Rhodes, Javon Emmons, whose stock has gone up, Trick Williams, and one to be determined, which I don't know who it's going to be. I imagine it's going to be, I got money on Jacob Fatu.
Samoan werewolf.
Did you hear him? I forgot to tell you, before the match with Cody at Saturday Night's Main Event, it never got started, you know? He was like, I went from EBT to WWE. You think you could beat me? Good. He's a hell of a talker, too, man.
What's EBT?
Food stamps, dude. Welfare. It's a good story, though. The guy's a hell of a wrestler. All right.
You feel like he's been... I told you about Talatonga's rip-off Hidden Blade, right?
Yeah, what's it called? The Walmart Hidden Blade?
Yeah, it's called like the neck slice or something.
How original. All right. Women's Elimination Chamber. Tiffany Stratton, who I'm really starting to like as a wrestler. I know you don't like her, but versus Rhea Ripley, who's in for Io Sky, who's injured, versus Alexa Bliss, versus Asuka, versus Kiana James, versus one to be determined.
Kiana James. They put her in there over Julia.
I know, they don't know how to book Julia at all. Like, if you're an American fan who never saw her, you don't understand what the fucking big deal is about her. Because they don't do shit with her. Becky Lynch. Stop it. I'm going to have to shit. Becky Lynch defends the Intercontinental title against AJ Lee. No interest in that. And CM Punk defends the World Heavyweight Championship against Finn Balor, which I'm going to be all glued to that match because the last match.
Yeah, but you know he's not going to win.
No, nobody ever wins an Elimination Chamber.
What's his name? Finn Balor. Yeah, Finn Balor.
All right, let's take a quick break here. We're going to show you the world premiere of the Weekend at Benoit's.
Oh, what the? Huh? Oh, God. Ah! Nancy, Daniel, where are you guys? Nancy, Daniel, come on, answer me. Nancy, Daniel, where are you guys?
And we're back. Hope you all enjoyed that new trailer. We're looking for a 2027 release if I don't get thrown off the air by that. So you said my sister, your mother, did not care for it? Are you there?
Yes, your sister thought that it was horrible.
Yeah, well, she's known me my whole life, so it shouldn't shock her at all. But yeah, that's going to be quite an undertaking. I did do some more scenes. I did the Frankenstein scene where he's making one of them into a marionette. I don't know.
Oh, God.
I don't know how I can make that funny, though. I mean, George Carlin said you can make anything funny. He goes, it depends on what the exaggeration is. He goes, I can make rape funny. Picture Porky Pig raping Elmer Fudd.
That's not funny.
He goes, why do you think they call him Porky? He doesn't wear any pants or anything like that. So, anyway, old joke lost on young audience. Let's get into the AEW news, because I know that's why you're here.
Yeah.
FTR challenges the Young Bucks again. Again.
I'm excited.
Well, yeah, they have good matches. FTR can have good matches with grapes, though. Now, I can't say the same for your buddies, the Bucks. Britt Baker and Anna Jay seen in San Francisco before the Super Bowl. And Britt Baker just came out earlier in the week saying that she quit being a dentist because she's getting death threats from people because she doesn't want to. She's not getting back in the ring or something. Mayday.
It's crazy, brother.
What are you doing over there? You can't answer me like, in a normal fashion. What are you playing this week?
Crusader Kings 3.
Cock sucker is all I got to say.
Dude, I'm always playing a game here. It's like when I have my Zoom class on Thursdays. I'm always playing a game.
Oh, dude, I don't even turn my face on Zoom calls anymore. Bryan Danielson has not ruled out a return to the ring, but says his increased travel schedule since becoming a full-time commentator has been a problem with his neck. He's not a bad commentator, though. I have to say
He's a very good commentator.
Why did they start? What?
Better than Shivani.
Oh, well, no kidding. The noise I made on the toilet earlier was better than Shivani.
Yeah, but God, you've hated Shivani for so fucking long.
Because he came into the WWF when I was 10 years old, and he basically took Bobby Heenan's spot for a little bit. I never understood it. Because he sucked. And he's the commentator with Jesse Ventura on Kevin's all-time favorite pay-per-view, SummerSlam 89.
SummerSlam 89?
Yeah, it's his all-time favorite pay-per-view. He borrowed that VHS for so long. He used to say SummerSlam 89 in pencil in your grandfather's handwriting. Because I had it from when it was live, right? He had it so long, he must have had it on every night, that you couldn't see the pencil writing anymore. And when I went to burn it to a DVD, it fucking was like on a constant pause. I had to pull it out of the VCR, wind it forward to burn it, and then the VCR ate it right after that. Why has the TNT belt all of a sudden been called Sylvie since Ciampa got it?
What do you mean, Sylvie?
That's what they're calling it on like Twitter and online. They called it Sylvie. Is the name of the belt.
Oh, I don't know.
I didn't know if that was something I missed because Fletcher took the
title. He's not even the champion anymore. Fletcher
took it back on the 211 Dynamite. Yeah, I was just getting to that. Deonna Purrazzo taking bookings on Twitter says it's because she has had one match in 2026 and she is the current Ring of Honor Pure Women's title holder. She
does nothing for me.
Yeah, she's one of them North Jersey girls. She looks like she looks like Drea Di Matteo with a bigger ass. That's all she looks like.
Drea Di Matteo from
Sopranos.
From the.
Yeah, Adriana. Jesus Christ, is this really necessary, Adriana?
Christopher, you can no longer satisfy me as a man.
Go home and make my dinner, you fucking hooah. God, you're going to make me want to start watching that again. I think if I watch it again all the way through, the wife's going to leave me. Because this will be like the 4th or 5th watch through since I've moved here. I wrote this before they came back, but Private Party was on the roster and did not appear for 13 months, and then they just returned, losing in a 3-way to the Young Bucks and the Rascals, speaking of other teams nobody cares about.
Oh my God, is that Private Party? Shots! I love their entrance.
Yeah, but after that, it's over.
You say the same thing about Jesse Ventura.
And I was right. Drew McIntyre's changed my mind about him, but
Drew McIntyre and Claymore.
Yeah, he beat Brock at that wrestling. I still haven't watched that WrestleMania during COVID with the 2-nighter at the Performance Center. I've never watched it. I got a problem watching it.
I've seen clips of it. It is dead silent.
I tried watching it the day after, like, I downloaded it, and I was like, it's nothing. It doesn't. I can't do it without the crowd. At least when they started piping the crowd noise in, and then they had the TV shot, the Thunderdome.
God, no, I think that's even worse.
Did you see when people were putting up pictures of Benoit on there? Oh my God, I just watched something about that the other day.
Really?
Yeah, people kept doing it, or they put and somebody murdered somebody and put it on there or something.
What do you mean murdered somebody?
They murdered somebody and put it on the fucking one of the TV screens. It was on one of those iceberg videos on YouTube.
Yeah, but putting Benoit. It's like when we were at the AEW show, we started chanting Benoit, Benoit.
Well,
Benoit.
it was when FTR fought each other. Remember, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they were doing the suplexes.
Yeah, like if you do a triple German suplex, Chris Benoit did that. Like if you could chant Eddie, Eddie at the Three Amigos, I could chant that. Those people in front of me looked at me like I had horns coming out of my head. And I'm sorry, he's on my Mount Rushmore. My order is Bret Hart, Randy Savage, Benoit, Kurt Angle. No, Ric Flair, Bryan Danielson.
I told you what mine is.
Yes, you did. You can tell me again. No, I don't care.
Danielson, Angle, Kenny, Ospreay, and I want to fit Kobashi in there somehow. But
okay.
I have a top 5, but
I say Angle because I knew you picked him, and you know how I always tout Flair going all over the world. He was like the last real champion, like that. So I
know, but I've never seen I've never seen a Flair match that wowed me.
Well, then you're not watching the right ones.
I've only ever seen old Flair.
Yeah, you got to watch like 1983 St. Louis, him and Bruiser Brody, 60 minutes, 2 out of 3 falls.
You say 60 or 16? I was like
60
minutes. That's a quick 2 out of 3 falls.
60. They only got one.
That's a quick.
Oh yeah, it's a quick 2 out of 3 falls. Yeah, 60 minutes. They each got one fall and it went to a draw. So, but it's a great fucking match, and it's one of the better matches that Brody ever had because Flair made him look good. MJF says WWE is still very much so interested in him. That's per Figure 4 Wrestling Online. I don't ever want to see him go there. I don't want to see anybody else go there at all now, to be honest, to go to WWE.
Neither do I.
I mean, because, like, their product, like, I haven't watched Raw in a while. Like, I watch the clips online and everything, but it's just, I don't agree with their style. Ever since this Performance Center thing got involved in there, and, like, Triple H being the booker and these people owning them, I almost wish fucking Disney bought him, for Christ's sake. You know, ruin that like you ruined Star Wars for me, you fucks.
Told you, I'm going to watch The Acolyte.
Yeah, of all the fucking Star Wars shit you're going to watch, you need to watch Charlie Hopkinson on YouTube, where it's Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, and Anakin, and they all live in an apartment, and they watch these shows, and they critique them. It's hysterical. But he does deep fakes with the faces, but he actually does the accents real good. Like, it's very, very funny, and it's the only way you can watch The Acolyte and make it tolerable. Because it's so bad. It makes no fucking sense. And fuck Kiadi Mundi.
Fuck yeah. Well, fuck Kiadi Mundi in general, because...
Yeah. Fucking allowed to be married because his people were almost extinct. He had like 5 wives to have kids or some shit like that.
Yeah, and then at least in Legends, when they die, he doesn't care, because he's like, well, if I care, then I'm really breaking the rules. But...
Oh, really? I didn't know that. That's some heavy shit right there, man. Did you hear about...
He's like, well, no, because he's like, it's fine because, you know, I'm not emotionally connected to them. So he's like, I can't actually, you know, have any feelings for them. Like, but if I just fuck them and have kids that I never see, it's fine. So then the Separatists invade his homeworld. He finds out his wife and all of his kids are dead, and he's like,
Off we go. WBD... blocking Brody King from TV due to the fuck ice chance. Was there any truth to that?
I don't think so, but
well, they
Meltzer
said
that
they were.
but,
Meltzer said that, and then they said they didn't. But I don't know because I thought it was. I mean, is he very vocal about ice or something?
Yes, you've never heard that stuff where they do the fuck ice chants and he wears the abolish ice shirt.
No, I didn't know about any of this. Shit.
He's been doing this for like over a year.
No, I had no idea. I don't see a lot of his matches unless I haven't seen him since he was doing Brodito. Yeah.
He's a great wrestler, though.
He's very good.
He's a future world. He's a guy who they could easily make world champ.
He is a better Brodus Clay and a smaller Bronson Reed. He's very good.
Is on a roll.
Oh, God.
On a roll. Somebody call my mama. Somebody call my mama. Somebody call my mama. Somebody please call my mama.
I'm going to call your mother and tell her to fucking cancel your cell phone. AEW has almost 10,000 tickets sold for Revolution next month. That's good to hear. It's good to hear.
It's crazy, brother.
Revolution's always a good show.
Yeah.
Kyle Fletcher made an unannounced appearance at an Australian indie show when they were over there for Grand Slam. Mercedes Moné's in-ring return will be in CMLL, not AEW. Don't understand that at all. Thekla took the women's title from Statlander on the 211 Dynamite.
Great match.
She deserves it. She deserves it.
And Danielson said on commentary that it was the same strap that he used during his strap match with Ricky Starks, but they didn't name Ricky Starks, and that they couldn't wash his blood off. They
couldn't say Ricky Starks? He doesn't even use that name anymore.
I don't know. Ricky Starks, no, now he's Ricky Saint.
Yeah, because he's from, Saints go marching in. He's from Louisiana. That's so fucking stupid. I want to see the algorithm that fucking makes up these names for people. And you never fucking answered me on this. You fountain of misinformation. What? WBD owns a minority stake in AEW.
And?
You never even answered me, though. I told you somebody else owed it. Ugh. I told you somebody else owed it.
Yeah, but it's a minority stake.
Yeah, but it's not just a family business, then. That's all I'm saying.
As long as they're not publicly traded, that's what matters.
Jericho's contract is apparently frozen due to him taking time off last year. Thank God. I don't want to see him at all, which makes me wonder who's in the box for Elimination Chamber.
Come on! What's in the box?
Oh, God! What's in the box? It should be It should be Gwyneth Paltrow.
If you kill him, he wins. It's going to be evil, and I told you, it's going to be evil. He comes out as...
Oh, my God! It's slightly upset!
It's devious. It's perturbed.
Perturbed? Cranky Kong. Sorry, I was playing Donkey Kong Bonanza earlier. And what about this swerve heel turn you were telling me the other day? Break that down for me, please.
He attacked Kenny Omega after their match.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah.
Well, why would that make him a heel? I would love that.
Face. God, why do you hate Kenny so much?
Because he's overrated.
He's still no good. He's one of the best wrestlers in history.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what history you're talking about. All right, speaking of Grand Slam earlier, let's go to the Grand Slam review here. John Moxley and this was back on Valentine's Day. John Moxley and Take a Shit ended in a time limit draw for 20 minutes for the Continental title. Keep that going. Babes of Wrath, Harley. What?
The Continental Championship.
Keep that going with him and Takeshita. Takeshita makes him look good.
The Continent Championship. The Incontinent Championship.
Yeah, the Continental Breakfast Championship. Yeah, that's my favorite, the Continental Breakfast Championship.
The Intercontinental Championship.
I was waiting for that. I'm like, why? He did the national title. Why wouldn't he? The Babes of Wrath, the NPC herself, Harley Cameron and Willow Nightingale. Oh,
why is she the NPC?
Because she runs like a fucking Roblox NPC. Defeated Megan Bayne, and Penelope Ford by pinfall to retain the AEW Women's Tag Team Championship at 11:04.
They're booking those women's tag belts really well.
Yes, they are. They booked the women's tag belts in AEW better than WWE books the tag titles. Who's the fucking tag champs right now anyway? Isn't it the motherfucking Tongans?
No. The tag belts or tags?
The what tags?
Which tag belt?
Is there WWE and there's World? Wait, is it? There's two tag belts?
There's two men's tag belts and there's one women's tag belts.
The two men's tag belts. Who are they? Tongans are one.
Christ. Are they? I don't even know who. I have no idea who the Raw ones are.
Hold on. Now I gotta know. Hold on. Current WWE tag champs.
The My Family Tree. This week on after a new Perfect Strangers this Friday night.
There's only Solo Sikoa and Tama Tonga. Oh, they're not using the Freebird rule or on SmackDown, and the Usos are on Raw. Don't start.
They want it, just me, Us.
Hangman defeated Andrade with Don Callis by pinfall to get his shot at MJF at Revolution at 1629. In one of the more, I actually watched this, one of the more entertaining matches, Orange Cassidy and Thomas Tony Storm defeated Wheeler Yuta and Marina Shafir by pinfall at 11:27, and Yuta got his head shaved.
Yes.
Kyle Fletcher
Wheeler,
retained the TNT title against Mark Briscoe in their return match, which was a ladder match in 1602. And MJF retained at 21:37 the AEW World title against Brody King, who we were just talking about. All in all, a good show, I have to say.
Wheeler Yuta. I like Wheeler Yuta, but
all right.
I always have liked Yuta.
You going to give me an update on this fucking card you're booking, or you still booking it?
It's done.
Oh, really? You got it there?
Yeah, I have it right here.
All right, lay it on me.
Okay, let me get it open here. Let me open it up. I have to open up a new tab. I have to minimize my Steam. Get this open.
Just get it open. Stop narrating this shit.
AEW, okay, here we go. 9 matches.
9 matches, not bad. Go ahead.
First match. Motor City Machine Guns versus the Young Bucks.
Ooh.
Pretty easy one right there.
That's a hell of an opener,
No-brainer.
too. That's a very New Japan opener, I would say. Good.
Second match. Shibata versus Nakamura.
Oh.
Third match. I did this as a throwback to the 2010s New Japan Junior Heavyweight Division. Ricochet versus Ibushi versus Finn Balor.
Ricochet versus Ibushi versus Finn Balor. Ooh.
Fourth match, Mystico versus Andrade, just because that's a lucha match I want to see. Okay. Andrade with his fan section that's growing every week.
Yeah, because they're hiring more porn stars from OnlyFans. Next match.
I think they're actually hiring indie wrestlers, at least at some of the shows, to do it. Fifth match, Samoa Joe versus AJ Styles.
Ooh, that's a TNA throwback.
That is Christopher Daniels versus Joe versus Christopher Daniels versus AJ is the one TNA match that got a 5-star from Meltzer.
Yeah, good for them.
Sixth match, Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano in a cage to crown the undisputed king of PWG's legacy.
In a cage?
Yes.
I got to see how that's going to work out, because when you sim the cage matches sometimes, guy knocks the guy down and the other guy climbs out, and the match is like 40 seconds. So I have to do a maybe for that. Maybe they'll just do something else, but I'll try.
Seventh match, I got to do it. Kenny versus Okada.
Who gets? Oh, Kenny versus Okada. Okay, I'll take it.
Eighth match, the Mox and Claudio versus Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn.
Ooh. Nice.
And then the main event, Danielson versus Will Ospreay versus ZSJ, maybe throw in Nigel McGuinness.
Oh, okay. I like it, man. I got to tell you.
All right. That's it. I made that up in like 10 minutes.
That's good. Did you see, before we go, Mr. Anderson won the JCW title. I have subscribed to their Reddit because I would like to follow them and see what they're doing. But did you see the guy at the MLW show that dove off the balcony and missed the fucking table?
I saw the video, but you don't really get a good look.
Oh, I got a good look. It's on my phone on Reddit. I'll have to put it up. He gets up on the mezzanine, grabs a beer from somebody, drinks it, jumps. There's a table and then a table with the guy on it, which he should have put the guy on the first table because he landed on that one. But he missed the guy totally, and he cracked his fucking head on the concrete. Moron. All right, send me that card when you get a minute. And that's all the time we're going to have for this week. Good night, everybody.
Get your hand off my penis!